So happy to be here, and a lovely topic at that, for two reasons. First, the secret nerd in me always liked the series The Big Bang Theory, and for those of you who've seen it, would be able to relate to what I'm saying. And this is where the catchphrase Bazinga comes from. And the second reason is that if by any chance today I happen to fail at the speech at any moment, I'll just Bazinga my way out of the stage. But anyhow, for those of you who know the show, who've gone through it, and who particularly remember the main character, Sheldon, would know that Sheldon had actually made a twist to our childhood favorite game of rock, paper, scissors. Right? I think you remember that. He added Spock and Lizard. And then the game became scissor cuts paper, paper covers rock, rock smashes lizard, lizard poisons Spock, Spock smashes scissors, scissor decapitates the lizard, lizard then eats the paper, paper disproves Spock, and Spock vaporizes the rock, and as we all know, rock crushes scissor. Right? Great game, right? By the way, as of yesterday, my wife happened to introduce me to Joey from Friends, who also I know. By the way, Joey has a funny and interesting way of his own rocks, paper, and scissors. So for Joey, paper goes like this. Try beating that. So interesting game. But life is not all fun and games. Most of us who are present here seek answers. Seek answers to life, life's challenges, life's opportunities, how to unlock value at work, in relationships, how do you navigate the past, control the present, and possibly preempt the future. But if I were to tell you this, that life is not really about answers, it could actually be about asking the right questions. What if there was that one question that could help solve each of your problems? Wouldn't it be great, right? Correct? So over the last few years, I actually kept thinking on what if there's that one question that will help me navigate uncertainties, manage challenges, probably deal with bazingas of my life. Correct? And I'm going to share that one question with you today. That one question that is going to help you all. ये मेलेडी इतनी चॉकलेटी क्यों है? Bazinga. Sorry to kill your moment of enlightenment, but that's Bazinga for you. All the pranks that got played on you, family, friends, colleagues, people you didn't know. Correct? That's all Bazinga. If you think of it, time is also Bazinga. We all think we have enough of it, but do we really? But if you think of it, who's the biggest prankster of them all? My answer is life. Life is Bazinga. Just when you think that everything's in control, you know everything about yourself, everything around you, it seems like a smooth sail, and bam, life hits you with a curveball. You're thrown off. Correct? Come to think of it, does it sound familiar? Doesn't it sound like a disgruntled partner in a relationship? All the dates are going fine, you're having fun, and suddenly what do they say? We need to talk. Correct? If I go back to my chat, I started by saying that in life it's important to ask the right questions. So now you must be asking, Vishal, you said life is Bazinga, great, so what? Is there a way to manage this Bazinga? And I'm going to share with you 4 principles today. These are out of my own experiences, my own learnings that I want to share with you. So please, I invite you on this journey and come participate with me here. The first step to managing any uncertainty, prank, or whatever, or the Bazinga moments, is actually to embrace them. Embracing the unexpected. 10 years ago, I had the opportunity of getting into healthcare. I did not study medicine, nor did I know much of healthcare. I was actually doing automobile marketing and was very happy with it. But I made that decision. And over the last 10 years, I've been fortunate to be surrounded by great colleagues, learn from them, and was able to build one of India's largest home healthcare companies that we know. And as of last year, at the age of 36, I joined yet another firm, tasked as a CEO, to build yet another opportunity for now Asia's largest private healthcare provider. All because I took that one decision, that one uncomfortable move 10 years ago. And do I like it? Of course. Probably one of my best decisions of my life after finding the right partner. But let me give you some more familiar examples. We all know this guy, correct? Great thinker, Steve Jobs. And we also all know that he dropped out of college. And it's believed that while he was doing this, he was moving around campus, he entered into a calligraphy course. Doesn't sound very worthwhile, right, of a man of that stature. But a couple of years later, it really helped him design some of the most amazing fonts that you see on your systems today. Relatable? Absolutely not. Bazinga? Yes. Richard Branson? We know him. Flight got cancelled, rented out an airplane, Bazinga. Virgin Atlantic was born. Many more mistakes, right? Which seem like mistakes, but really were accidents. For example, Alexander Fleming, for most of my biology friends here, who would know, he went out on a vacation, left a petri dish outside, only to come back and realize that the mold had eaten the bacteria. Bazinga, antibiotics, right? An adhesive that was supposed to work really well, but didn't, became a $1 billion market today, Post-its. X-rays, so many more examples, right? The first step really, as I said, is embrace the uncertainty. And if you really think at the core of it, do you believe that these unexpected outcomes, all of these people would have gone back and said, oh no, why me? Why did it have to be me? Why did my petri dish get spoiled? Maybe for a moment. But then they quickly turned that why me into why not? And probably, yes and. So this happened, can I do something with it? Right? And when you do that, you're really pushing yourself out of the comfort zone. And most of life's greatness lies in that zone right there. But you have to be quick at it, right? Sometimes in life, seeking 100% clarity is just too late. 50% is good enough. Don't stop yourself. Next time you come across a moment like this, where you're 50% clear, reasonably clear, the percentages may change, but you get the point. Don't wait too long. Don't overthink every decision, right? And this is a beautiful segue into the second principle that I'm going to talk about, which is, how do I build spontaneity? Sounds like an oxymoron, right? How do you build spontaneity? Spontaneity is essentially what? Thinking on the feet, wit, may or may not be, right? You can actually prepare yourself to build spontaneity. Some of you would know this image. I assume most of you would know this image. The year was 1969. We had a crazy idea that let's put a man on the moon. And the idea was born many years before. Neil Armstrong happened to be that guy. This seems to be a photo from then. But what struck at this moment was, the moment Neil Armstrong became the first human to land on the moon, he said this: one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Chilling, right? It still gives me goosebumps. Do you think he was thinking on his feet while he was in space? May not be, right? He would have prepared for this. He would have prepared for this moment, correct? A moment back then would have seemed like a crazy idea. It was unexpected to put a human body on the moon, but he visualized it. That's the power of visualization. Visualize your best outcomes of your life, correct? Do that. Formula 1 drivers, they do this very well. The difference between a podium finish and a non-podium finish runs within milliseconds. So what do? These are heavy machinery. You can't race them around every day. So what do? You visualize the track before the race day. You visualize every corner, every mark, every turn, the speed going into the apex, where's the apex, the speed going out of the apex. And that's how you hit a perfect run or a perfect lap. It's essentially making your biggest goals of life almost like your muscle memory. It should be second nature to you. Correct. So set your eyes on the prize so that on the day when you've hit your accomplishment, to the world, all your preparedness will seem like wit and spontaneity. But I've given you two principles. They seem very good, right? So what holds us back? Kill the fear of failure. More often than not, it is not about the positives of life. It's essentially what is really innate to us. Correct. Nobody likes to fail. But have you ever defined what is real failure for you all? Let's look at this dude. You all know him, right? This dude right here possibly epitomizes or is the best definition of modern day man who's fearless. Right? Try convincing a bunch of investors to put in billions to sending people to Mars. Sounds crazy? Done it. Correct? Try thinking of putting semi-autonomous to now autonomous vehicles on the road and make it a commercial production run. Did it. Right? And from all that to now being at the epicenter of one of the most powerful nations on the planet and being core to it. Doing it. Right? Do you think he was worried about failure? I don't think so. Correct? Or do you think that he was worried about what others would think of him? The man literally carried a toilet on the first day of Twitter buyout. I don't think he really cares about what you and I think. And frankly, nobody does. No one really cares. So please, the next time you're worried about seeking external validation for how you run your life, how you make your choices, and what happens to you, I would urge you to rethink. Please don't. And a big basis of when we seek external validation also stems from the fact that we just probably take ourselves a little too seriously. We put ourselves on a much higher pedestal than we need to. So why so serious? Laugh a little. Shake a little. Every now and then just enjoy life. Correct? Loosen up. Or as our man says, with the hat, keep walking. The bottle really helps. Right? So with this, I think we're done with the principles. Correct? We've talked about all the principles. But oh wait, the last one. I said 4. Correct? We did embrace the unexpected. We did build spontaneity. We did kill the fear of failure. May the 4th be with you. No matter how hard you try to control your life, it will slip out. There will be those opportunity moments. There will be those failure moments. There will be those surprises and those shakedowns. Each of them will happen in your life. Embrace it. You know, life is almost like a software update. You click on yes, and then just hope that nothing goes wrong. Systems don't crash. Life is a lot like that. So every day of your life that goes by well, please count your blessings and thank your stars. It may not be such for everybody around you. Right? So I'll just reshare with you the ESF principle that we just spoke about. And I just hope that this ESF framework helps you, eases the pain on the next bazinga, probably helps you take along, enjoy a little bit, and the best case scenario, ace your next bazinga. With this, I end my talk. But before I leave you all today, I want to leave you with a catchphrase of my own. Keep calm and buzzing it. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much.